What's up, y'all? It's your favorite girly pie, Mitch Santana, and today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made these delicious tacos. This is just so good. I may have an actual shot of being a human being and just blending into society as someone that can actually cook. And without further ado, let's hop into the chicken tacos. You're going to need some chicken breast. Then you're going to need some taco tortilla, shell, round, soft, flours, whatever. I prefer these because they only have 70 calories compared to the original. You'll also need peppers, onions. I kind of already used that onion. Salt, black pepper. This Bouillon chicken seasoning, Adolphs Tenderizer, don't know why his name is Adolf, Lawry seasoned salt, this Creole Seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and Mexican cheese. So we're gonna start off by, opening the chicken and just going right on and washing the chicken because, they kind of have blood on it sometimes. So it's good to rinse that out. Once you rinse out your chicken, this is the part where you guys can go ahead and get out your big chopped kitchen knife and just start cutting it into pieces. So I don't know if you guys can obviously see that I'm over here struggling to cut this chicken. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure you cut it into chunks. We're gonna fry it anyways and it's gonna taste good. So just enjoy this montage of me struggling to cut this chicken into tiny bits with my big old knife. At this point in time, we should be almost probably done with our chicken, and we should get ready to start seasoning it up. First seasoning up is going to be onion powder. We're going to use a tablespoon of that. Don't be shy, add more if you want. Lawry seasoning, another tablespoon. Garlic powder, everything's just a tablespoon. This grounded pepper, I like the grounded pepper because it makes me feel fancy, but you can use any black pepper really. Adolphs Tenderizer, a tablespoon of that. Once again, I don't know why his name is Adolf. Like, he could have named it anything else. This Bouillon chicken seasoning, had to add my accent because I am in Spanish too, okay? And then we're gonna add our pink salt. Ignore me struggling to open the lid. Once again, it doesn't have to be pink salt. Any salt will do. I just wanted to use this because I like the grind. Then we're gonna use this Creole Seasoning, another tablespoon. This part I forgot to mention. We're gonna use a lemon and squeeze it over. But guys, stop! Don't add the lemon here, add it at the end. I made the mistake of adding the lemon before frying it because I wanted to be fancy, but it backfired later on in the video and you're going to see why. Just trust me, don't add the lemon now, add it at the end. If you wanna add it now, fine, but it's not gonna end well. Once you add all your seasoning, we're just gonna mix it all together and you got the best of both worlds. Yeah, basically we're just gonna mix everything together so that all the flavor can come together. Then we're gonna bring in the onion, but the onion's not, it's not gonna go in now. We're gonna add it in later, but it's better to just cut it now so we can get it out the way. I know my picky eaters are probably watching this right now like, oh my gosh, I hate onions, I hate peppers, and I do too, trust me. But I remember the first time I made these tacos, I added them in there because, onions add tons of flavor, but I forgot to take them out and I didn't even realize it. So just trust me, guys, I'm such a picky eater, but if I allow the onions and peppers, you guys can too. But anyways, we're gonna go in with the sunflower oil. We're gonna add at least a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons if you like, because we are kind of dealing with a lot of chicken. So I went back in and added another tablespoon because that definitely was not enough. Once you do that, you just let the pan sit on the stove for about a minute or two so it can heat up. After a minute or two, you want to make sure that the pan is hot enough for the rest of the chicken. But how do you check? You just sacrifice a little piece of chicken and throw it in there and then try to see if it starts sizzling. If it starts sizzling, that means it's ready. So then you go ahead and then you bring in the rest and let it get to cooking. Okay, so here's the part where I realized I messed up at. Guys, water and oil do not mix. So when I added that lemon juice on the chicken earlier, I didn't know that it was gonna I wasn't thinking, obviously it was gonna affect the oil. So see how it's kind of looking like a little brothy? That's not supposed to happen. So I'm over here fighting for my life, trying to move the chicken around, trying to, save this. This is my chopped chicken dish, and I can't serve it to the judges all brothy. So at this point, I'm like, bro, what do? I just start adding more seasoning on it. So I went in with more Creole seasoning. I went in with more garlic powder. I went in with more Lawry seasoning. And I was just shaking it up. I was doing my Gordon Ramsay pot flip. I was really just trying to save this chicken. And then it just got worse. See all that brown? It just got worse. So I was like, you know what? I just poured it all out and I just let it sit on there. And then it eventually started coming together. So guys, don't add the lemon juice on there before. Add it at the end. Okay, so as you can see, the chicken starts coming together. It's like Chipotle who. You see that little brown on the chicken? I was really going to work. Once you feel like your chicken is cooked enough, you guys go ahead, and this is where we bring out the onions and the peppers. I hope you guys didn't forget about that. And we're just gonna throw it on there in the mix, and we're gonna let those cook as well. Don't be shy, mix them all up. Just like Hannah Montana said, mix it all together, and you know it. You got the best of both worlds. I just gotta take a little sample just so you can see how your chicken is cooking. Go ahead, take a little piece in there and just see. Once you see that your chicken is fully cooked, you guys want to go ahead and get a small pan because we're gonna have to cook the tortillas a little bit. Now this is where they come in. Make sure you guys have the carb balance. 70 calories, guys, per tortilla. You can't beat that. Go ahead and stick it on that pan, and I think I had it on each side for maybe 30 seconds or so. You don't want it to be too burnt, but you don't want it to be too raw either. Just go ahead and cook it a little bit. Now, I'm not a taco expertise, so I don't even know if I'm doing this right. So all of y'all that know what y'all are doing in the taco area, just let me know. And I'm just doing this on each side, flipping and flapping it until I feel like, it's cooked up enough. And I do this. I made 3 tacos. So however many tacos you're doing, just keep repeating until you get your serving size. All right, so I'm done. Here are my 3 tacos/tortillas, and now let's get to stuffing them with the chicken. So the cheese that I'm using, this is where you bring out your cheese. I'm using this 2% milk Mexican cheese. It's reduced fat, so I don't even know if that really makes a difference, but anytime I see fat-free reduced fat, I'm like, come on. So we're gonna go ahead and first add your chicken, throw in some peppers, throw in some onions. Guys, I'm such a picky eater, but I didn't even taste them. Now, cheese, cheese is still dairy at the end of the day, and it does have a lot of fat, so we're not going to go too crazy with the cheese. We're just going to do a fingerful. And then, guys, I forgot to mention, you guys are going to need some cilantro. I guess you could do without it, but it just really makes a difference, for the presentation-wise. Just look at that. First taco is dressed, and that just looks so... you just have to come up and bite your screen. Guys, doesn't that look good? And we're done. Just look at that. That's Iron Chef, Top Chef type beat, and I'm just a regular girl from Texas. Now this next step is totally optional, but I just wanted to be a little extra. I have some guacamole salsa in my fridge, and I was like, why not use it for this video? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I use my accent. I'm a little bilingual or whatever. But yeah, it's totally optional. If you don't have it, it's whatever. I just added just a little bit for presentation purposes. I even tried to slather some on the side of my plate, but of course that backfired. I was trying to go for chopped kitchen Iron Chef type vibe, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I just wish the lighting was better, y'all, but the lighting at this apartment is just terrible. And then it's nighttime and it's raining. I never stood a chance. I'm about to taste it. I've been having my eye on this taco since I was born. So I'm about to give this a try. I'm gonna dip it in this salsa verde, and let me just show y'all what we're working with here. Like, that is just, All right, I think I might just turn this into a burrito. So let's just give it a nice chomp. I had no idea how simple is that. Guys, this is just, mind if I squanch another bite right real quick? No, get back in there. Let's just look at that. This is just so good. I may have an actual shot of being a human being and just blending into society as someone that can actually cook. This is really good. And guys, just think about it. When has Mitch ever lied to y'all? Like, yes, I know the lighting is terrible, and I don't know what it's gonna look like once I upload this to this screen, but this is just really, really good. And I hope you guys get a chance to go out and give it a try. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as usual, ta-ta!